Did you also think making a 3D cadet game is going to be a piece of cake? You're just like me. And unfortunately, we bought it wrong. So it all comes down to the question, why did you even choose Godot Engine if you know that you wanted to make 3D games, right? And Unity and Unreal are better options for 3D games, as that's what I've heard. Well, let's compare them. Don't judge me, but Godot's Godot's icon's kinda cute. So our mission begins. Our goal is to make the best game there is. And I don't know what the game's going to be about or what the name of the game is going to be about. So let's just call it for now. Wow! We have finally successfully downloaded it and started our project. It's pretty easy to move around and zoom in and stuff because it's mostly like Blender. So, without wasting any time, I just made my first character, Millie. But she's a giant.
I'm a giant. To infinity and beyond!
And then I made the environment and I called it Envy. I don't know why, but Envy, yeah. And the environment's having just a floor, and the floor's Godot's icon. And then I just added Millie in the scene. Like she's just on the floor, and that was pretty much it. I added a camera and let's play the game. Pretty boring, right? I added a script to Millie and now she can walk. She can go. Okay, we won't be doing animations in this video, but she can walk and then everything's dark, so I just added some lights and a sun and environment, and now we have perfectly character walking and she can even fall. That was great. That wasn't that hard. That was actually easy. But I want a third person controller. So I made a camera pirate so that you know what a camera pirate is, right? Right? Okay, so I made sure before I do anything else, I make the full screen because I want the whole screen, and yes, it's working just like I wanted to. I can move around the camera. It's actually like a first person right now, but wait. I just realized that there isn't a cross button in the screen. How do I cross this? Like, what? Wait, oh, I'm on Windows, so I can just use Windows. I don't know what else I would have done. But, okay, full screen. I should have think about that. Yay, and it still doesn't has a cross. It's okay, they should have mentioned this. Like, what's the difference between those two? But let's just make it maximized. And now we have a cross button with it, and I can cross it. And yeah. But I need the position. Like when she's walking backwards, she's supposed to be looking backwards, right? So I just made some adjustments to the script so that she can change the position, and when I played it, it was moving well. Everything with the camera was okay. So let's walk. I didn't even program it to do that. Like, why is she so tiny? I didn't tell you to be tiny. Like, I can't. I can't. So I just realized that the only way I could fix this was just making her size tiny already. So she is tiny, and now she doesn't shrink or doesn't become tiny because she's already tiny. But that's also very sad because now she's not a giant, and the first part was that making her a giant. But I was just so tired of this that I didn't want to work with it. Like, I didn't want to fix anything. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna make her tiny. And then this happened. I didn't even do anything. I just positioned her a little down, and now she's walking weird. By walking weird, I mean look at her. She's walks diagonal sometimes and sometimes straight, and um you know what? Actually she's doing this on purpose. I think she just wants to annoy us because just look at her. Look at her. She keeps falling and she's still happy about it. I mean, her face should be sad, right? And I don't even know how the camera was there. I remember moving the not moving the camera, but the camera was moved. But after fixing the camera, I thought everything is fine, right? Because it's not. Nothing's fine. Nothing's going as planned. Actually, the entire thing is just so much. I don't have any words no more. All I see is her face, and why I don't know why I see her face. I think I should wait. I didn't know she was hollow from inside. Okay, I guess she's hollow. That's why she doesn't have a brain. Well, that makes sense. But guys, I was just thinking that I know she's walking diagonal and that's bad, but it's like a skiing game, right? I think we could use that. Like it's like ice ground. We can make an ice ground, and then she's just skiing, because when you're skiing, you're walking like that. I think so, right? I don't think that's how it works. Okay, after a little research, I just realized that for a third person camera, you need to make the camera at her head. And it worked. It worked. It's finally a third person camera, because the whole time it was like more like a first person camera. But now it's like a third person camera, so we have one thing solved, right? Even though she's walking weird still. I don't know why she's still walking weird. But we know.
2,000 years later.
But now we have a perfectly character, and she's walking perfectly. And if you ask me how I fixed her, well, don't ask me, because I do not know how I fixed her. I didn't even do anything. I'll be honest, I didn't do anything. She got fixed by herself, and I was like, wow, I didn't even have to do anything. I just hope she doesn't gets herself destroyed again. But yeah, I don't know how she's okay now, but I guess it works, and she can spin. It's perfect because she can spin, and it's just beautiful because now we have perfectly Millie. She can spin, and in the next video we'll be doing her animation and stuff. If you're still watching, thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe and like the video if you liked it. Bye!